Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Backpack Trader training room for Thursday, May 6th, 2021. Say hello, hit the like button, and we'll see what we have this morning. All right. First off the bat, there's Kevin back. Looks like he may be having some minor difficulties. Long setup on the Pound Aussie, 79.56 for trade today. My setup is at 79.51. And my computer is running slowly this morning, so the cursor is not keeping up with where I'm pointing. That's why I'm a little slow right now. I'm trying to get that to work. All right. As I was saying, my chart has an entry that actually should already have been triggered in, but 79.51, money management at 66, targets at 68, 78, 88, and 98. And the stop at 24. And the markets are open. The Russell with a quick short. It's bounced. The YM in a long trade that has gone too far, so that will not be a get in sync. The Russell stopping and reversing to long at 35.8. So Russell's still working to figure out what the best way to trade it right now is, or if we should even be trading it. Soybeans. Wow. Lots of bars right at 9:30. That trade happened completely during the bars for 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. This is probably trade number one, 32 seconds in. Now, nope, that one's still too fast to catch. So yeah, the long here is the purple long is probably our first trade. That reverses to short, it appears, at 58.50. And that's where we are right now, is short on soybeans. Crude oil picked up a short 909 that was a full stop for 25 tick loss. So that's down 50 on the 9 a.m. session there. 1 a.m. with a short. $178. Almost getting down to money management, bouncing off the 50 EMA, it looks like. Good morning, Miles, Dan, Brett. Good to see you here. Wow, and the Russell stopping, reversing to short, getting almost to target 2 on the short before stopping out on the trailer for a partial. And we have an SMA short set up now at 28.9. That did just cancel. And the YM hitting money management. So the stop is now 177 on the YM and hitting target 1. So that will be a POQ session on the YM, hitting target 2 as well. 17 tick target 1. This is a small enough trade. You may go to target 2, which was 26. Uh-oh. Oh, that's the euro yen. Yeah, the euro yen's not doing much. Let's see what unleaded's doing. Unleaded picking up 2 full stop outs on shorts. And then a full stop out on a long. So unleaded not treating us well this morning either. And the Russell now in on long. The YM stopping out, so it is done. Stopping out on the trailer for small additional win. So 26 if you traded target 2, and 78, 5 ticks on the trailer. And the Russell is long. From 30.1. Money management 33.4 and target at 35.8 on the Russell. Long on crude 65. 38. Money management at 65.60 on crude. And target looks like 62 probably. $63, $65.63 for target 1. Target 2 is $65.77. And the pound Aussie on my chart has hit its stop, so that trade is off the table. It was a full stop if traded, which on my chart it would have been. And the Russell with target 2 and going on. Stop at 36.1. Or actually 35.8 it looks like. 35.9. Yeah, that's, and we did survive that. We got as low as 36.0. And that is 1 tick beyond target 2. So we have 57 ticks at target 2 and 58 on the trailer already. So that's 115. That's a good start there, although we had a little bit of a rough start. But that trade, I would expect is, I don't know, it may not get us positive. But it's sure going to come close if it doesn't. YM is done already. We have we're in the long on crude, and we have a short setup on unleaded. If you continue to trade after 3 full losses on there, that setup is at 59, 13.59. This is a healthy trade if it does trigger in. Yeah. 88 ticks to target 2. Money management's at 1308. And the short just triggered in on unleaded. So there is your trade. If it goes to the target, that's a big trade. But we are down significantly, and that's not even that trade isn't going to be enough to get us positive. And we had 120 loser, 60 tick full stop. And the Russell trade still continuing down. 32.6 for the stop. $60.46, that's 106. What was the first one? And our first trade was 2,935. So that's 270 ticks down. That's a big hole to climb out of. But unleaded is certainly capable of climbing out of that hole. The Russell trade stopped out. At 30.1. So we got 57 on target. And our entry was 38.8. So we got 8.7. So 87 on the trailer for 144. And that I believe would be all we need on that one. Oh, then this long back here that we got too was, well, this was the 57 tick. That one stopped out at 36.9. So that one was 57 on target, 68, 120, and then the long. So those two trades will get us positive on the Russell for sure. So the Russell is done. No question those two will get us. What was that short? That wasn't as big a trade. But that was 31 to target. And we went from 38.8 to 30.1. So that was our 87. So another 118. Let's see. Yeah, 118. So 262 on those two trades. That will definitely get us positive if the first one didn't. Unleaded in the short, down 270 ticks. Crude in the long. The Russell and the YM are done. POQ this morning. Soybeans is flipping around like crazy here. So there were entry long. That was probably the first tradable trade right there. Stopping and reversing to short, hitting targets 1 and 2, and picking up target 1 on the trail. No trade on the long. It went. We were above the entry when it plotted, and it never came back and triggered us in. So we have this short that just triggered in. And that, okay, 58.50. Stop and reverse would have been at 59, and so we're still in the short, even though the calculator's tracking the long. Pound Aussie going lower, significantly lower here, but no trade. We're well below the stop 79.68 stop, so I would, and it looks like Kevin is offline, so I would, to any traded day traders, I would definitely say cancel your long setup. There's Kevin back, and he's typing now. And yep, cancel the long trade. All right, since the soybean trade did trigger in unadjusted, we will continue to follow the long as they stop and reverse. Currently in the short, but with the potential to stop and reverse to long on soybeans. So crude is long, unleaded is short. So which way will things go? All right, soybeans has a new short setup. We're already in the previous short with our stop and reverse adjustment keeping us in the short trades. So we hit this short entry, we will cancel the stop and reverse. And crude oil stopped out on its long. So crude not being good to us. That's 2 full stop outs, and that ends the 9 a.m. session. Based on the trade plan, 2 losses. So now we can root for crude to go down and take unleaded gas with us. And stopping and reversing to long now. We hit 1559. So 1560.5 is going to be our money management. And our first actionable target will be target 2 back here at 61.25. Technically, I suppose this 58.25 would be the true next trade for the stop and reverse at 58.75, but that's a smaller trade, and so I would stay with the original trade. That's interesting. The Russell is down at session lows. The YM is working up towards a session high. It's about 30 points below its session high. But both of those charts are POQ. Pound Aussie approaching its session low. And soybeans hit its unadjusted money management, but ours is adjusted up 2 ticks because of the stop and reverse. That's a minimum money management level. And there's money management and target 2. 2 positions come off at target 2. So after all of that, it did work out. Getting 9 ticks on each on 2 positions. And next target is 62.50, which would give us an additional 14 ticks. And a short trade on crude at 65.09. That looks like a small trade. Yeah, it looks like target 4 is 10 ticks. Or no, I'm sorry, that. Yeah, there we go. Target 2 is our first actionable target. Money management is 99. Right there. So we'll see where we can get to with that. Preferably we'll push down a bit further. And that would be good for our unleaded trade as well. And a stop and reverse long on unleaded now. At 1356. Money management would be target 1 at 66. Use a 10 tick minimum on unleaded. And that is also target 1. Target 2 is 76. And let's see, have we triggered in yet? No, we just touched the 51, so 56 is our entry. So we are still short. And a new long on the pound Aussie. It's 79.18 on my chart. I don't know if that doesn't look. Oh, Kevin's off. Seems to be offline again on Discord. And there's Kevin back with the long at 79.21. So the long is a bit different on TradeStation. And money management and target 1 reached on unleaded, and our crude short has hit targets 2 and 3, shifting the targets up because of the small trade. So it looks like 11. And actually that's a no trade, because we're unless we got to get in sync for the 10 o'clock session. Did we? That one ended at 58.8. No, most likely not. I'm going to assume that was a no trade for the 10 o'clock session. But unleaded stop at 13.16 now, and target at 1270, around 1270. Let's see what 1271 for target 2. And soybeans stopping out, which would have been the trailer coming up. Let's see. Call that, I'd call that 59.50. Yeah, 59.50. So we just stopped out there. All right. Didn't make target 2, so we got a strong partial on unleaded, and now we have a long at 13.31 that just triggered in. That's right at the SMA at 33. Yeah, I would take that to 36, and it still triggered in. Or 30. Yeah, 36. I think is the place to go there, and it still did trigger in. And looks like the Pound Aussie long should be live. And crude getting it long on the 10 o'clock session as well. $65.08. The SMA is $65.09. I would push that to $65.11 for the entry, and so there, we're not in that yet. And a new possible short on soybeans, if you're not positive. So long unleaded, long crude, possible short on soybeans. I would push that down to 850, 850 below the 50 EMA. And now a potential stop and reverse on unleaded. Make that 21.89. All right, I'm sorry, 12.89. And triggering short on unleaded. Pound Aussie not treating us well right now. Let's crude and unleaded just don't know where they want to go right now. Okay. And we have a stop and reverse on crude. All right, our unleaded short, making money management, stop at 81. 1281 now. And the crude stop and reverse to short, also successful money management and target 1. And it looks like stopping out at 1276. Nope, we missed it. We did survive. The crude trade did stop out. So target 1 and a 1-tick trail. Pound Aussie trade stopped out on my chart. And it's looking like it's stopped out. Oh, hey, it's a cancel no longer valid. Now my data says that trade would have triggered in for Alonda traders, or at least very close to it. Oh, actually, no, actually only got to 20.1. No, okay, that's the next bar. Sorry. Okay. Yep, 20.1, so it did not trigger. And that is a canceled trade for Trade Today. So Trade Today missed that one. I took a full stop on it. So Trade Today has actually had no trades today. And that is stand down time for us on the Trade Today. So we will wait till 11 o'clock to take any new trades. Target 2 on unleaded, and we picked up another SMA short for our third trade of the session for diamond level traders on crude. Stop on unleaded to 1241. Crude stop. Crude's hit money management and target 1, so that's another target 1 winner. Stop at 64.68. 1231 for the unleaded stop now. So things settling down now. And stopping out at 31 on unleaded. And one tick stop, and here is your second trade for gold level traders on crude for the 10 a.m. session. 64.76. And money management at 94. Target at 96 and 65.08. These will be the last two trades that I'll follow on crude and unleaded. Unleaded, wow, taking a, and now we stop and reverse to short on crude from 64. So stop and reverse would be from 62, and we haven't gotten down there yet, I don't believe. So still long on both crude and unleaded. All right, we're proceeding upward again on the energies. And the stop and reverse short does come off. I make sure that that did cancel. Yeah, that only got as low as 63, so with the new setup triggering, that does cancel the short. Trying to work up through the 50 EMA. So that is our money management level for the crude long. And still just kind of back and forth. Both charts hugging the 50 EMA. And that seems to be the line in the sand at the moment. And unleaded peaking above the 50. Let's see if it's going to make it through. And the YM very much in positive territory this morning, sitting 65, 70 ticks above its session open. The Russell, on the other hand, is down at session lows. And unleaded, I'm sorry, not unleaded, but crude for gold level traders hitting money management. Stop will come to 87. I'm sorry, no, stop won't be as high as 8. Well, let's see, where will it be? It's going to come to 78 at the close of this bar, but 77 right now. But it will come up a tick when this bar closes. And there it is. So now stop is at 78. It's tracking the subsequent long, so we're not yet getting the indicator because of the triggering the unadjusted short. So target 1 achieved. Actually, this is still in the second trade. First trade would have been a full stop out. Target was 96 for 20 ticks. What was our... Yeah, the long that lost was a 24 tick trade, so 48 tick loss. So we're still down 28. But if we can get to target 2, that will be a POQ session. And unleaded also hitting money management. Stop comes all the way up to 1263. Interesting. Target 2 is exactly where the entry was on the trade that was a loser at the beginning of the 10 o'clock session. 32 ticks to target 2, so that would put us 4 ticks positive on the session. And that is at 65.08. We've gotten to 06 so far. And being that close to a break-even session, if this gets to 07, I would mark it out of position. That should be your second position. If it hesitates at 07, I would get out, preserve my break even and call it POQ. If it gets within one tick. Where did we get to? I believe we got to 07. So I wasn't watching, but if it gets up there again, I would definitely mark it. And it just hit target. 6508 hit. So that is 32 ticks and a 4-tick positive result. So that is a POQ for crude for the gold level traders only. For diamond level traders that use the SMA trade, I don't think you got back positive after the 48 tick loss. Let's see what we got. Unleaded stop at 2167. I'm sorry, 1267. Okay, we got 14 on the first one. And 17, 18 on the second. So we only got 32. So we ended up down 16. 1274 on unleaded and target 2. So the unleaded is going to end up fairly close to even as well, I suspect. $64.89 is our assuming fixed targets 1 and 2 only on crude. We're done with that trade. $12.79 for the unleaded stop. What was the $83 tick target on unleaded, finally breaking out. Unleaded actually back to its session open. Back and forth action this morning, not much happening. And starting off with a tough session, but ending up positive. Reminder that I will be dark next week. On Tuesday and Thursday, Troy will be in as normal on Monday and Wednesday. Unless you hear something different from him. Everyone have a good weekend, a good Friday, a good weekend. And we'll start it up again next week. Troy will have it, and I will see you a week from Tuesday. Actually, I'll be in the room a week from Monday, but I'll be have the room again a week from Tuesday. $12.99 for the unleaded stop going through target 3. The crude trade has gone through target 3, got almost to its session open, missing by a tick at 65.29. $64.99 for the stop currently. $13.14 for the unleaded stop. And this will be our last trade. You too, Miles. Have a good one. Unleaded stop to $13.24. That was our target 2. $13.25 and stopping out at $13.24. So just one tick below target 2. So I believe that's what, 87 and 86, 153 ticks on that trade. No, I'm sorry, 83 and 82, so 165. Yeah, 165 ticks on that trade. Let's see what we got on the short before that. Okay, we didn't quite get down to target 2. Or yes, we did. Okay. That was a stop and reverse. my cursor on it. There we go. Okay, that was an entry at 12.89. So we had 77 ticks to target 2. And 12.89. To 12.31. So 77 and 58, 135 and 165. And that's 300 ticks on those 2 trades. So let's kind of take a look at where we were here. And then we had this short. Let's go back to the beginning of the... Uh-oh. That's not a good chart because it didn't load all the data. That's a shame. Let's see what it actually looked like this morning. Okay, that has loaded all the data now. That's better. All right. So let's take a look at this. So we actually we had a one and done session this morning. That trade entered at 1376, hit money management at 1391, target 2 at 1403 for 27 ticks. And then that's at 76 to 79, so 3 ticks, 30 ticks, and that was it. So that actually would have been the POQ session. Here's the 909 trade that was a full loss. That was 126. Then we had, well, it's a little bit different, but it would have been one and done session, but we still would have come back from our, we actually took a couple losses in there. Into there. He took a loss on that long. Oh yeah, and very different session. But so definitely out quickly with the 30 tick positive. And that's something to check and make sure, always check and make sure you did get all your data loaded when you start up. Check crude. Yeah, crude was already loaded. It looks like I got everything except unleaded done. So that will be it for the day then. Everyone have a good weekend, and we will see you in a couple of weeks, or a week and a half. Have a good one.